They tell you the desert empties out at night. That's a lie. Night is when everything that couldn't survive the day starts moving again. I was assigned temporary duty to Station 14, an old border outpost decommissioned years ago after the new surveillance towers went up. They kept it inactive, which is government language for forgotten but still on the books. My job was simple. Sleep there, keep an eye on the cameras, and respond if any sensors tripped nearby. The building squatted alone in the desert, concrete cracked like dried skin. No power grid, generator only. One radio tower is leaning just enough to look tired. When I arrived at dusk, the logbook was already on the desk. That should have been my first warning. The last official entry was dated 1997. The next page was blank, except for a fresh line of ink at the top. Night watch began 1942. That was the exact time I unlocked the door. Still, I added my name beneath it. The generator hummed on. Cameras flickered to life, 4 black and white feeds showing nothing but fence, scrub, and the river miles away. 11:03 p.m. Camera 2 glitched, just for a second. When it stabilized, there was a man standing outside the fence. I leaned forward. He wasn't trying to cross. He wasn't moving at all. Just standing there, hat in his hands like he was waiting for permission. I grabbed the mic. "Sir, this is Border Patrol. Step back from the fence." The man lifted his head. His face was wrong. Not injured, not decayed, just unfinished. Like someone erased him halfway through remembering. The camera went dead. The radio crackled. Static, then a voice. Calm, tired. "Agent on duty, please acknowledge." I recognized the call sign. It was mine. I checked my radio log. No outgoing transmission. "Who is this?" I asked. A pause, then, "I'm still here." The hallway lights flickered, though the generator hadn't faltered. Footsteps echoed from the back of the station, the old bunk rooms no one used anymore. I drew my sidearm and moved slow, the way training drills into you. Each bunk had a name scratched into the metal frame, some in English, some in Spanish, some just dates. The radio crackled. Static, then a voice. Calm, tired. "Agent on duty, please acknowledge." I recognized the call sign. It was mine. I checked my radio log. No outgoing transmission. "Who is this?" I asked. A pause, then, "I'm still here." The hallway lights flickered, though the generator hadn't faltered. Footsteps echoed from the back of the station, the old bunk rooms no one used anymore. I drew my sidearm and moved slow, the way training drills into you. Each bunk had a name scratched into the metal frame, some in English, some in Spanish, some just dates. One bed was still made. The indentation in the pillow was fresh. I heard breathing behind me. When I turned, the station was full. Agents sat at desks that didn't exist anymore. Radios murmured with overlapping calls for backup that never came. Men and women in outdated uniforms stared at glowing maps with borders drawn wrong, shifted, blurred, bleeding into one another. None of them acknowledged me. They were stuck in a loop, holding the line. A hand touched my shoulder, ice cold. I spun around, gun raised. The man from the camera stood inches from my face. "You can leave," he said gently. We couldn't. The walls groaned. The building shuddered as if it were breathing. The radios screamed with decades of unanswered calls. I ran. I don't remember the drive back. Only the sun rising in my rearview mirror and Station 14 shrinking into the desert like it had never been there. Officially, the site was cleared years ago. Unofficially? Sometimes, late at night, dispatch hears a call come through on a dead frequency, a calm voice, requesting relief, still waiting for someone to close the station.